Namaste, and welcome to your yoga practice today. I'm going to have a fun little yoga class planned for you today, and let's get started. I'm also having my two blocks here right next to my practice space, so I would like to invite you to take a moment and go get a couple blocks for yourself today. Come into a comfortable seated position and close your eyes and arrive here now. Take a few deep breaths and tap into your breath now. Then bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart space, and I invite you to chant Om with me. For that, big deep inhale in. Beautiful. And then you can keep your eyes closed. And I want you to actually open up your hands right and left of your body, palms facing upwards towards the sky. And you're really having your lower arms turned outwards, right and left of your body as far as you can. Hi, Jack. Everybody's coming to visit. And as we're moving now into Libra season, imagine you are the Libra. And on your right hand, you are carrying action and effort. On your left hand, surrendering. Let me explain to you that action and surrender concept real quick. Yogi teachings say that equal amounts of action as equal amounts of surrendering is needed. And a beautiful affirmation I like to tell myself is, if I just give my best, and if I give my all every day, working towards my happiness, working for my health, working and in service to God, then at the end of the day, I get to surrender. And yogi teachings say also that first comes the action and effort, and then you can surrender. So if you just work every day and just put in the effort and the action, then at the end of the day, you can say, okay, thank you, I'm giving it all to you now, God, or higher power, however you would like to call it. I'm giving it all to you, and you take over whatever outcome you think is best for me. So surrendering means not to focus on the outcome, but just trusting that you get that what you need. So as you're sitting here now still with your eyes still closed, having action and effort in your right hand, the masculine side of our body, and having surrender in the other one, imagine your spine has happiness written all over in big fat letters. And this scale of yours, you can apply it to your whole life or to a certain life situation right now. Feel in. Is your scale leaning more towards action and effort, that you're just working too much, and actually the trusting and the surrendering part is missing? Or are you leaning towards surrendering more, and you actually need to give more action and effort into your daily practices? So I give you a moment to think of how your scale, how your Libra is feeling. And for today's practice, maybe you would like to take the intention or practice with the intention of, If you need more action right now, if you feel like the surrendering part is overweighting in your life, then I want you to give a little bit more action and work into each asana you're practicing today, a little bit more than you would do already. If you need more surrendering, then I want you to focus and intentional practice with giving a little bit more surrendering into each asana today, so that you balance out your Libra. Again, equal amount effort and action that comes first, and then equal parts also surrendering. Both are very important. And you can release and rest your arms on your upper thighs. Maybe you want to rub them down and slowly wake up your body. Beautiful. And then find your way into all fours. Hands are shoulder width apart, your knees are hip width apart. And I want you to slowly now, as we're waking up, circle your body. It don't matter which side you're circling around first. Here, I would like you to give extra loving intention and awareness to your wrists. We're warming up here our wrists a lot. And circle the other direction. Big circles with your hips. And as always, I invite you to do your yogic breath, the oceanic Ujjayi breath. For that, you constrict at the very end of your throat and you're breathing in and out through a tight space. So you are not only extending the duration of the inhale and exhale, but this breathing technique also creates this beautiful oceanic sound called the yogic breath. You're usually practicing equal duration inhale as exhale, and you're welcome to practice this oceanic breath throughout your practice today with me here. So push yourself up and just slide wrist circles here in one direction and circle the other direction. Beautiful. Then I invite you to come back onto all fours. This time your fingertips are facing to the sides of your mat. And also here, small circles, just move your body however it feels good. As said, it's about warming up the wrists. Beautiful. And just for the fun of it, turn your hands now, fingertips facing the back of your mat. This here, please be careful that you're not overstretching. So have a micro bend, keep a micro bend in your elbows. And just circling might be not possible with your body here, but just slowly sway back and forth. You probably feel it now, the stretch in your wrist. Only go so far that it doesn't hurt you. And push yourself up. Shake your wrists, your hands out. And find your way into your first downward facing dog now. Slowly, you can take your time. And you can walk your dog out. You can swing your hips from one side to another. Whatever feels yummy today. Your feet are hip width apart. With each inhale, push the ground away from you. Your tailbone goes higher up towards the sky. Create length and space in your spine. Shoulders away from ears. And with each exhale, surrender into this asana here. And maybe merge your heels more towards the earth. Inhale. Muscle activation here, outer rotation of the upper arms. And exhale, maybe shake out your head. Maybe you want to create a little chewing motion with your mouth or want to do a deep cleansing exhale. Very important that we don't stay tensed up in our jaw. It's important to release it. At the end of the exhalation, look forward and slowly take your time, little baby steps to the front of your mat. Stay here in Uttanasana in the big forward fold and big bend now in your legs and lean over so your belly really is leaning on your thighs. And sway from side to side. Let your head hang down. Beautiful. Feel the yummy stretch in your spine, your back muscles. And still stand here. And with the inhale, slowly come up, vertebrae for vertebrae. Really take your time, no rush here. Into Tandasana, standing pose. So you can take a moment for yourself to tap back in with yourself. Now standing here, close your eyes. And you might want to start circling your body around or sway from side to side or back and forward. This moment is for you to find your balance. Focus on the body parts that touch the ground, that are connected with Mama Earth. Obviously your feet, but what parts of your feet? And as you come, center yourself slowly. I want you to focus on pressing all four corners of your feet simultaneously into the ground. Lift up slightly your inner arches of your feet. Your toes are relaxed and laying long on your mat. Knees are stacked above your ankles, hips above your knees. I want you to take your shoulders up and to the back and down, shoulder blades rolling down towards your buttocks now. Knit your rib cage back in, and yet still let your heart shine out into the world. Your spine is naturally curved. Beautiful. You can open up your eyes if you want again. And one big inhale in. And exhale, Eche. Surya Namaskara A. Sun Salutation A. For that big inhale, reach up, look up, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, forward fold. Big bend in your knees. Hands and feet are grounded. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. And exhale, step back. Stay here for one inhale. Push the ground away from you, widening your shoulder blades, strong core and back. And with the next exhale, halfway down to Chaturanga. And inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. In, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. At the end of the exhalation, look forward and come into plank position once again. Lower down your knees onto your mat. Come into all fours. And I would like to do a little core warm up here. Our abdominal muscles are very important to keep a healthy back for us and also prepare us for our arm balance later on. A strong core lets us levitate much better. And you're probably familiar with this exercise. With the next inhale, stretch out your left arm and your right leg. And exhale, lead elbow and knees together and round your back. A little cat-cow movement here in a different exercise. Inhale, reach out far. And exhale, round your back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, create length. And exhale. Push the ground away from you, widening your shoulder blades. One last inhale here. And exhale, knee and hand back onto mat. Let's switch sides. Now with the inhales, reach out your right arm and left leg. Simultaneously lead them together with the exhale. And here it is a beautiful practice to just observe and not judge. Maybe one side was easier to keep your balance than on the other side. That is for you to figure out and just to witness. No judgment over that. That is totally normal. Last inhale here. And exhale, come back onto your mat. And now widen your knees as wide maybe as your yoga mat is. Sit back onto your heels and merge into your child's pose. Your forehead rests on your mat. I'm going to keep my head up so I'm not too close to my microphone. Child's pose is always the asana that you are always welcome to come back to anytime in your practice. You're safe and you're held here. Every time you feel during your practice you're losing your breath, you should come back. You can come back anytime into child's pose and reconnect with your breath, with your life force energy. With the next inhale, slowly come up and find your way into downward facing dog again. Big inhale here. At the end of the exhalation, look forward and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach up, look up, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, Tandasana, standing pose. Let's do the Surya Namaskara A one more time. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back. Chaturanga, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here for 3. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. At the end of the exhalation, look forward, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, Tandasana. Arabi. For that, toes and heels to touch. Big inhale here. And exhale. At the end of the exhalation, sit back into Utkatasana, the chair pose. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot 45-degree angle, right foot through hands. Inhale, come all the way up into warrior one. Exhale, hands on back onto mat, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot 45-degree angle, left foot through hands. Inhale, come up. Virabhadrasana. And exhale, chaturanga. Uttara Mukha. And Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stay here for 3. At the end of the exhalation, look forward, step forward. Toes and heels to touch. Adho Uttanasana, halfway lift in. Uttanasana, forward fold. Sit back into chair pose. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, Tandasana. Let's do Surya Namaskara B one more time with a little bit different variation this time. I will guide you through with the next inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot through hands. Warrior one. And open up to warrior two now with the exhale. Look over your right hand. Stay here for 5 breaths. Stay strong and tall, confident like a warrior here. Make sure you're pushing through the outer edges of your left foot, through all 4 corners of your right. Shoulders down towards your buttocks. Last inhale here. And exhale. Surrender deeper into the stretch. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right hand goes up. And exhale, chaturanga. We'll do the same on the other side. Warrior one with the inhale. Open up to warrior two with the exhale. Inhale, lengthening the spine, moving your crown chakra closer to the sky. And exhale, surrender into the asana. Surrender, merge one with Mama Earth here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand goes up. And chaturanga with the exhale. We meet in down facing dog. Shake out your head. Invite a little bit of movement into your hips if you want to. Release all the tension that came up maybe throughout those past asanas. At the end of the exhalation, look forward, step forward. Toes and heels to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. And exhale, Tandasana. Shift your weight onto your left foot now. Take your right foot, step it to the back of your mat. Open up to the side. Prasarita Padottanasana. For that, we're going to have a wide-legged stand here. Our heels are roughly underneath our wrists if we stretch out our arms. The toes are slightly turned inwards. Hands to hips. With the next inhale, lengthening your spine. Make yourself really tall. Yes, stretch yourself closer to the sky. And exhale, shift your hips now. Slowly leaning forward here. Here are a few different options what to do with your hands if you release them from your hips. You can either take your peace fingers and hold on to your big toes, or you have your hands in between your feet like a tripod here, hands shoulder width apart then, and with the exhale you're merging your crown chakra towards the earth. Pay attention that you have an equal weight distribution in your feet and are not just having all the weight in your heels. Shift your weight a little bit more forward then to have it balanced. With each inhale, active muscles here lengthening and surrendering then deeper into the stretch, crown chakra towards the earth. With the inhale, lengthening your spine. Hands onto hips. Exhale, come up with your upper body. Stay here for just a moment. We're going back down for one more round. Hands remain on hips, while with the next inhale, you're lengthening your spine. And exhale, lean forward. Maybe you want to try the other option right now and hold on to your big toes now. So you can pull yourself a little bit better towards the ground with this option, but be careful to not just pull too much. Shoulders away from ears. Create space. With the next inhale, lengthening your spine. Hands to hips, and exhale, slowly come up again. Beautiful. Step forward. We meet in Tandasana. If you want, you can move with me through one vinyasa. We meet here in Tandasana again, or you can go into child's pose in the meanwhile, or just keep standing here in Tandasana. A quick vinyasa flow, Surya Namaskara A. Reach up, look up with the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Last inhale here. At the end of the exhalation, step forward. Halfway lift with the inhale. And forward fold with the exhale. Come all the way up. And Tandasana with the exhale. Shift your weight onto your right foot and step back with your left. Roughly 3 feet in between our feet. Your left foot is 45 in a 45-degree angle facing forward. Right foot is facing the front of the mat anyways. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Hands are stretched out. You look over your right hand. Exhale here. And with the inhale, a little tip. Imagine somebody's pulling you on your right hand forward until you can't go any further forward anymore. And then with the exhale, you just surrender and let your right hand dangle down. By the way, you can grab yourself your block if you need to, if you want to. Left hand goes up. I'm sorry, my back is facing you right now. I hope that's okay. You look up towards your left upper hand. Your right hand is placed on the mat or on the block. Utthita Trikonasana. Outer rotation of your arms, your upper arms. If you're a very flexible person, be careful that you're not overstretching and really just hanging in the stretch in your right leg right now. Think of a micro bend then. Shoulders away from ears, lengthening your spine out through your crown chakra. Last inhale here. And exhale out the way you came in. Beautiful. Hello, Althea. And with the exhale, step forward into Tandasana again. Let's do this on the other side. Step back your right foot. Right foot is 45-degree angle forward. Left foot is facing the front of your mat. You can move your block already on the outside of your left foot now. Arms are stretched out. You look over your left hand. Intentional inhale here to lengthen your spine. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, somebody's pulling you on your left hand forward until you can't go any further. Exhale, rest your left hand onto the mat or onto your block. Right hand goes up and gaze follows is up towards your right hand here. This is a beautiful asana with a little twist in it as well. As in every twist asana, we want to think of lengthening your spine still and lengthening it out through your crown chakra. Inhale, pull yourself up on your right hand again, come up, and exhale, step forward into Tandasana. Beautiful. And widening your stand. Your feet might be as wide as your mat. Your toes can face the outside. I'm going to turn towards the camera and deep squat here, Malasana. So root chakra goes down towards the earth. Here it is very important to not just have a really round back, but actually with the help of your triceps and your hands and prayer, you're pushing your knees apart from one another and also can use this strength to open up your chest and have the spine upright. How are you doing with your effort and action and on the other hand surrendering part? Have you been paying loving attention to the balance of them both, action and surrendering? Beautiful. I invite you to explore the asana Bakasana, crow pose. For that, just loosening your pose right now. Start moving your wrists and warm them up again just to prepare them. And here in Malasana, you can step your heels close together. You're going to be facing the side again. And now the blocks come in handy as well. I can show Bakasana to you right now so you know what we're doing. This is Bakasana. So as a little preparation, one option to explore Bakasana is by putting the blocks down here. You step onto the blocks with your feet and place your hands in front of you, shoulder width apart. Here it is very important to really have a good weight distribution on your hands to not hurt your wrist. You're really pushing in your index finger and your thumb and push into the mat. Do not just have your weight and all the pressure on your wrist, but actually distribute it equally throughout your whole hand. So if you're on your blocks, you come up, tailbone goes towards the sky. Hands obviously need to be flat on the ground. And now your knees will come into your armpit or the very tricep of your upper arms. Just lean against slightly. And now you can start playing with it. Lean forward a little bit more and explore how that would feel if you lift up your feet. Just play a little bit by leaning forward. You can feel you need a lot of strength in your arms. And you don't need to lift up at all. This here is a beautiful preparation, already very valuable. But if you want, you can lift up one foot and then the other one. Tap, tap, back. If you want, you can lean forward and lift up both. And come back down. Beautiful. So I want to show you the other option too, what you can do with your blocks. And you can put them in front of you. I like to put a pillow on them actually, or a blanket too. That is at least good for your mind to know, okay, in case you fall forward with your head, you land softly on a pillow. But if you don't have a pillow, that's okay too. So you can just stack the blocks right in front of you. And when you come back into preparation for Bakasana, you can see where your head would land. So the blocks will prevent your head from falling all the way into headstand. So let's play a little bit around. Maybe you are flying already. You are already the crow. Your elbows are turned inward. They're not facing out towards the sides. Beautiful. Once you're in this asana, straighten out your arms as good as you can. Come back down. It's a very hot day, so I'm sweating and my knees are sliding. Definitely a good core work to keep my knees from sliding down. And if you want, you can play a little bit more. Come back into the crow. And down. Beautiful. Sit down into a deep squat again. Shake out your wrists. Great job. You want, you can keep playing with it and stop the video real quick. Beautiful. And come into child's pose to relax. Rest your forehead on the mat. And either stay here in Balasana, in the child's pose, or move with me together through a quick vinyasa. And bring your knees back onto the mat. Sit onto your mat. Legs are stretched out in front of you. Spine tall. Lengthening your spine with the next inhale. And with the exhale, lean over your legs. Either you hold onto your calves here and really use this position to push your femur bones into your hips. Keep them close there. Lean forward, surrender. Or you can hold onto your feet or again onto your toes. Action and effort here by keeping your leg muscles engaged. We don't want a mouse being able to walk right underneath your knees, so make sure you keep your legs engaged and really keep those muscles on. The surrendering part is equally as important, of course, and we are merging towards the earth, your forehead towards your knees. Inhale, look towards your toes, lengthen your spine, and exhale, come up. Bend your left knee and place it right next to your knee. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Reach your hands towards the sky. And you might guess what's coming here. A yummy little twist to the left. With the exhale, twist to the left. Place your left hand behind you. Your right hand can help you by placing your outer elbow onto your outer left knee and pushing you further into the twist. Push through both sit bones equally into the ground. Look towards your left or roughly over your left shoulder. Inhale, look forward to your right foot. Exhale, release. Lengthening both legs and shake them out. Other side, right foot places right next to your left knee. Reach up your arms and exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, look to your left foot. Exhale, release. And then find your way into your Shavasana. Gonna turn around. Open up your legs, open up your arms. Palms are facing upwards. You might want to take your hair tie out so your head is resting peacefully on your mat. Take a couple deep intentional breaths here. Inhale. And exhale, release and let go of all tension that was left in your body. Another big inhale here. Let go of all thoughts. Merge one with Mama Earth now. Your Shavasana. And I encourage you to stay here in your Shavasana for at least 5 or 10 more minutes. If you want, you can pause your video. At the end of your Shavasana, come to a seated position slowly. Keep your eyes still closed, hands in front of your heart space in prayers. I like to leave a little space in between my palms. I like to place my heart there and tell my heart all my gratitude for that I showed up today to my practice. Tapped inside, inquired about how my balance between action and surrendering is. Gratitude for that I took the time to not only show up here for my physical practice, but also for this little inner work part, to never stop striving towards a healthier and happier life. Think back to your Libra you were at the very beginning of your practice. If you want, you can feel in right now. Does your Libra feel more balanced? Effort and action on the right, surrendering on the left. Does it feel equal now? Beautiful. And let's chant Om Shanti as we're finishing up with our practice today. Deep inhale to chant. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Wishing you all a blessed day today. I love you. I love you.